Listen close and listen carefully. The olive leaf extract can reverse high blood pressure and diabetic high blood sugar, or the sugar as some of our grandmamas may call it. It can also kill any nasty little bugs in your bodies like parasites, bacteria, fungi, tumors, and much, much more. And if that's not enough, you can also tell certain cancers like breast, prostate, colon, liver, and skin cancer to take a seat, because the olive leaf extract has been known to fight it. And their friend lupus can get it too, okay? So I need my winos to be in good health because we have some good dragging to do. So visit myoliveleaf.biz to help get your health in order.
All we know is Bill Sukiyana. You were always with her.
I felt like she was kind of like holding me back.
How you say that?
I'm walking around miserable every day because it's like so much I want to do. Like every time it's time for me to do something, oh, we don't need to do that right now, or we gotta hold off on that.
You got a scar going down your stomach.
Yes, man. You want to see it?
Yes. Open your jacket. Show it to the... What happened?
I got cut 3 times.
You hit your daddy with the gas.
Yeah. He running up on me, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Why you running up on me?
You meet that white woman out there, all the way out there in damn Seattle. What the fuck?
I was scamming.
Oh, these women getting pretty rough out here.
Man, let me tell you something, man. These women these days is taking over the fucking game, you hear me? Nowadays, in some households, it's the women running the household.
Social media has just turned beauty into something else. And it's like black women have gotten away from their true beauty. We don't need a lot to be beautiful.
They look like a bunch of cockroaches, big booty ants with wigs.
So was that a conflict between you and Suki? Like the surgery and stuff that she was getting?
Yeah, because I ain't like it. I ain't like it. It looked nice on me, you know what I'm saying? But,
yeah.
Bro, I ain't into all that big ass, you feel me?
Yeah. Is it hard to get back there?
Nah, niggas get tired of that, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
that's where we go to one and trick. You feel me? Now I might want to go hit something slim with a natural booty. You feel me?
Check out our Unwind with Tasha store. We got sweatshirts that say, now I gotta go and I ain't got it. We got crop top, wine mug, water bottles. We got it all, okay? So be sure to hit that link below. Come on up here, because we need some prayers for JoJo, all right? From Casey and JoJo. All right. So, JoJo unfortunately had some issues at a concert that he was at over the last couple of days. Don't give me the line on when the concert was, okay? I just know that the blogs picked up the video. We cannot show the video here because it does have their copyrighted video music in the video, so we couldn't show it here. But we didn't need the video to send out prayers and a little bit of education, okay? Because, you know, what I saw was very disturbing. It's triggering, and I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I really get tired of people saying, let's pray without a solution. All right. I am a firm believer in praying and actively praying for a solution. Okay. And given technology, now given science, now given just the education all around, given and JoJo from Jodeci lives somewhat, or has lived somewhat, of a privileged lifestyle, meaning that he's had access to a lot more things than the normal folk have, okay? Like myself, okay? And so he's had the privilege of traveling and touring and accomplishing a lot of his goals. Unfortunately, he has fallen short and, you know, has had his few shortcomings, especially with drugs and things like that. But he's since cleaned himself up, okay? And then through that process, you know, there's still stages to that, because, you know, when you spend a great deal of your time on, you know, under substance abuse, okay, that can have long-term effects. And so whenever you decide to get off, and I love to use Jada Pickett's mom as an example, okay? I don't have a picture of her up here, but she is the prime example of what I'm talking about, okay? And so when I see, you know, JoJo on stage, and he barely can sing, his sugar's low, his waist, just his waistline in general is just out of this world, and it's not cute. And I don't know how to stress this. It's not cute, okay, to have a waistline that big. It's okay to have a fupa, all right? It's okay to have a little weight on you, but too much, and there's resources out here, and all we need is discipline to access those resources. There's no excuses. So when I see celebrities, you know what I'm saying, or just anybody in the public eye, whether you're in the public eye or not. And this is why I spend so much time with the viewers, okay, such as yourself, and we do detoxes. We always plug in health and wellness news and things like that because, you know, we all seem to have somebody that we know or that we see that's suffering, whether it's from recently having strokes like JoJo has had. Obviously, he has some diabetes issues going on, whether it's hypoglycemic or hyperglycemia or just type 2 or type 1 as a whole. I'm sure, you know, all of the years of substance abuse has led up to a lot of the issues that he's having. But like I said, Jada Pinkett Mama, if she would just stop getting in folk business and let me stay in folk business, and she educates us on how to move from heroin, crack, okay, meth, into a vegan plant-based lifestyle like she has, and she looks as if she's younger than her own child, that's the type of education that we need to hear, okay? Because like I said, I'm tired of the prayers and there's no answers or just holding people accountable in general, okay? That man ain't got no business passing out on stage or on stage in general if he is not physically able to be there, okay? And so if that was the last time that we're going to see him, because I'm going to be honest with you, ain't no way my entire team is going to be able to put me up like that just because I feel that I need to be there. And I really, really need someone telling me that I feel that I need to stay to myself. This is a time where I really need to stay with myself. I really need to look inside myself. I really need to take 6 months to a year to transform my body and learn how to just take care of my body for the first time ever, especially after all the abuse, substance abuse, physical abuse, and everything that he's had going on over the years. This is what I need people to tell him. This is what I need people to tell us, okay? Y'all don't understand. My aunt raised me. God bless her. God rest her soul, okay? Diane McNeil. Carolyn is her name, okay? I watched my auntie from the time that I was 12 years old, okay? Because she lived a very heavily impoverished life, okay? I'm talking about having 2 sets of twins before the age of 15 years old, okay? And had her first baby at 11. So she had 5 kids by the time she was 16 years old. Her husband ended up passing away like a few years later. And so she ended up raising 5 children on her own without a high school diploma, without any sort of education, her entire life. And as a result, there were many nights that they went without eating. Now, this is education that we did not have. This is stuff that I even talked to my own doctor about recently, okay? Because he's just like, you know, the amount of knowledge that I read on my own without them telling me about it, the knowledge that they got when my aunt was coming up, okay, in the 1960s and 70s, wasn't available, you know what I'm saying, to us now, but now it's available. There was a time where they thought diabetes and heart disease and strokes and things like that could not be prevented, okay? Now, sometimes, yes, there are uncontrollable circumstances that leads to that, but you have to understand there are countries that are just thousands of miles away from us, okay? These people don't have access to the luxuries that we think we have. We call them luxuries, but really they're long-term death sentences. Now short-term because we got Nene Leak's son, you know what I'm saying, having strokes and things like that. But back to my auntie, okay? Because like I said, I'm real passionate about this. And the winos, y'all know when I get on this, I really get on this. But I wish she was here now so that I could help to take her off of the white rice diets that she was on heavily, because a lot of times she had to go without eating. And a beer, you know what I'm saying, she would drink like a 40-ounce beer just to kind of ease a lot of the pain. She wasn't a drunkard, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't a drunk woman, but that was something that she did in order to cope with a lot of the pain and stuff and issues that she was going through, okay? Barely eating, not eating when she was supposed to, not eating healthy, not having access to good food. Okay, they're not putting great grocery stores in our neighborhoods. You got to drive, you know what I'm saying, miles away just to access good quality food. Hell, I was in the hood the other day down in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm at a grocery store, and I'm like, where's y'all fruit? They didn't have no fruit. They had meat, carbs. They didn't have no fruit. I said, well, at least where's the lettuce? Man, we don't carry lettuce. You don't carry lettuce? No, our customers don't buy lettuce. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. Okay? And so, you know, it's not a day that goes past that I don't wish that my auntie was still here so that I could tell her and teach her and show her the things, okay, that I know now that's helping to prolong my life. Because we are, you know what I'm saying, my family, diabetes runs in it. And when we say runs in it, which means if we don't eat right, if we don't exercise, if we don't get enough sleep, okay, if we don't put ourselves first, if we don't meditate, all of these things end up creeping up on us later in life. Thyroid issues. I have thyroid issues because I've ate an abundance of seafood my entire life, okay? There was no education. Oh, seafood is great for you. Seafood is also high in iodine. Too much iodine could cause thyroid issues. Not enough iodine, okay? Everything has to be portioned out, all right? And the amount of technology and science that we have now in education, there's just no excuse for it. And so if we're going to pray, let's pray with knowledge, okay? Let's pray by educating one another, whether you got an aunt, an uncle, a mother that's suffering. Start doing your research. Start Googling. Start asking questions. There's just so much research out here now that tells us we do not have to die from this. This does not have to be the end game. We do not have to lose relatives at 40 and 50 no more. I'm going to be honest with you. All my relatives that have come before me, they dropped off before the age of 45. I'm 41 now. Okay? If something happened to me before 45, which I knock on wood, it ain't, it's going to be an act of God. Do you understand what I'm saying? But lifestyle-wise, I make sure that what I do daily lets the universe and God know that I want to be here. Okay? Tupac professed his death. I mean, there's just whatever it is that we want to do, whatever it is that we want access to, we have access to it now. And if we want long life, if we want longevity, we can get it by simply just basically telling God, please give us the answers. Show us what we need to do. It's right there. Being disciplined enough to do it and just do it instead of just pray, sugar, Lizzo, body positivity. Stop. Ain't nothing positive about that at all. Because I guarantee you when she show up with something, everybody gonna be like, oh, God bless Lizzo. But why weren't y'all telling her the truth when she first came out trying to promote that this was cool to our children? It's not. It's not. And so, like I said, I'm going to have to summon Jada Pinkett's mother to the internet so that she can show us, okay, people who have been, not me, but I'm just saying people who we know, like him, who have been on drugs his whole life, and how did she end up reclaiming her body and reclaiming her health after beating her body down for so many years, and he can do it too, okay? So them the kind of prayers that I need. Moving on. My blood pressure up and everything, you know what I'm saying? It's not really not up. I just went to the doctor the other day. It was 110/80, okay? Thank you so much, Tia, to the super chat. I appreciate that, okay? All right, moving on. Y'all know I could talk about that for hours now, especially if you on TashaKLive.com. And shout out to all the winos, okay, that did the detox and lost 10, 15, 20 pounds, who are now plant-based now, who are now vegan or vegetarian, who lowered their cholesterol and high blood pressure and all that stuff, okay? We did that in 14 days, and they in the chat, okay? Hit them up. All right, moving on. Now, this is interesting. All right. Now, Megan Fox, or whatever, I call these girls Megan whenever their name is Megan, but it's Megan, okay? Megan Fox decides to take to social media and delete all the pictures of her and Machine Gun Kelly, okay? And basically say, let me see what it is, because this was a specific quote that she wrote. I know I wrote it down, okay? She says she can smell the lies from a mile away. Okay, the deceit, the dishonesty, okay, is what she said about her fiance, Machine Gun Kelly, okay? Now, apparently he was cheating. This was the reason why she decided to delete all the photos and things like this. This is why she just, you know what I'm saying, flew off the handle. He wasn't supposed to cheat before Valentine's Day or either on Valentine's Day. He was supposed to wait until after Valentine's Day to cheat, okay? And so to give any type of side chick or mistress privilege over her, you know what I'm saying, that was an ultimate betrayal for her. And so she decided to delete all the pictures. Now, she has since taken them back. But I'm just trying to figure out, how is it that you're upset that a man named Machine Gun Kelly, who you've allowed, okay, and has said in articles, allowed to sniff lines off of your breasts? How do you expect this man to be faithful? How do you expect him to be faithful if you're aiding and abetting in the rock star lifestyle, letting them sniff lines off the titties, okay? Letting them drink as much as he want, travel, and you expect him to remember who he hit while you're not around, and you've got him accustomed to a certain lifestyle. If he's accustomed to off of the titties and models, you can't blame him for that. You cannot. And so me trying to feel sorry for you and find some type of empathy because you expected a fiend to be faithful? Ma'am. No. That's not how it works, okay? I don't even know a crackhead yet to this day that has been faithful, okay? A lot of times they don't even know what their day is like, okay? Especially if they wake up and they doing music, they in a studio all day. They don't even know if it's day or night. They don't have a time of day. And so if you're not around and they rationally cannot make decisions without, how do you expect them to be disciplined enough not to? How? You have got to explain this to me. Okay? Now this is probably why she took him back, because she was just like, you know what, baby, you probably didn't even remember. You know what I'm saying? You probably can't even tell me who it is that you hit. You can't. But you expected more from him than he's giving you. You just can't make this up. You cannot. That's in white wine news today, guys. But she pretty, though. I was shocked when she decided to even, you know, it had to be a little bit of change. It had to be the change. Because I was just like, what does she see in him? But now I realize it's not what she sees in him. It's what they smell off each other. You know what I'm saying? And when you got relationships built on that, nah. You can't expect anybody to make any rational decisions because it's rational not to snort dope, okay? Now, they've done plenty of interviews on this and things like that. This is stuff that they've talked about so just casually because this is a casual part of their lifestyle, okay? And if you think that this is normal, hey, I ain't judging. But just don't come out here trying to be morally sound right now, okay? At all right? Moving on. Speaking of morally sound, she did the same thing, deleted all the pictures off her Instagram, unfollowed Pardi, you know what I'm saying? Rumors were swirling that she was pregnant. We're talking about Megan Thee Stallion. And obviously, given her latest picture that was posted by Pardi, and she had a shot of brown liquor, something that I think Megan needs to hold back from for a little bit. Obviously, she can't be pregnant. And obviously, they still together, okay? And so I just don't understand, especially after all the trauma she's been through. And a lot of that was centered around bottles and liquor and things like that. I don't understand while you would still be contributing to the same thing that put you in the situation you're in now, having to go to trial, having friends not remember what happened to you that night, okay? Your boyfriend only made one post, ain't checked none of these people about you, you know what I'm saying? And you are still thinking that it's okay to participate in the things that got you in this situation that you're in now, that's causing you to need protection that you feel that you're not getting, and yet you're still indulging in brown liquor. That's on that. Congratulations, Megan.